Now, in the BMW mission statement, there's 3 words I want to talk about, and I need you to get the definitions of these words. The first one is educate. Knowledge for a particular purpose. Everybody say particular.
Particular.
I know you guys have all heard knowledge is power, right? I saw on your all's website, you guys got to read 1 book a week or 60 minutes a day. But the key is, if you're not looking and expecting to get something out of what you're reading, then you're missing out on the power that you could be getting. Right? So knowledge is power, and that education that I'm getting out of that book is motivating me to get to a particular purpose. So the key is, when I read, am I just reading? Or am I reading expecting and looking to get something out? Because when I put it in me, it's got to come out of me eventually. The next one, motivate. To provide an incentive for doing something. I think about that in my life. I played college football, as she said. I played up at Butler University. I was a running back and a kick returner. And I think about what motivated me. Scoring that touchdown. Why did that motivate me? It wasn't just about me. I love hearing the crowd go wild. I love hearing people cheering. I love hearing people patting me on my back and my teammates going wild. But I also love the camaraderie. I love that 105 guys could come together on any given day and we can make something special happen and get that win. So the key is, what motivates you all? So guys, the key is we got to find some things that motivate us. Because if I'm just doing it to do it, why am I doing it? Something ought to motivate me from the inside, because when I get that, then I'm going to go and do the next thing, which is activate. To set in motion or make active. What I love about this, there's another definition that says make more active. See, you can't get to a place, you got to get to a place where you don't settle for success. Like you get a victory and then you get complacent. No, you got to be more active and ready to go. And the key about this activate, it takes work. I didn't get up here and somebody just called me. I had to work for it. I had to go to school. I had to make contacts. I had to get involved with people. I had to work in order to get to where I'm at. So the key is you got to activate. Now, potential. Capable of being, I love when she started talking, I was like, man, she's all in my thing already. Capable of being, but not yet in existence. Now get that, because some of us, we always talk about potential, right? So all of us have potential. The key is, what are we going to do with the potential? The other part about this definition I love is inherent. That means it's in you. Like it's already in you. The key is, are you going to die with what's in you? Are you going to go and activate? Or are you going to let what's in you die? Because guess what? Somebody's waiting on you to activate that gift in you. Somebody's waiting on you to leave here and activate and write that book and do the next thing.
One of the saddest things I discovered is that you need a tombstone. People who are successful don't need tombstones. The reason why we need tombstones is because we were so useless on earth that wherever they planted us, they have to mark the spot to remind us that you used to be here. I want to challenge you from this day forward, and I believe I was sent here from my country to tell you to live in such a way from this point on that you wouldn't need a tombstone. What is the wealthiest spot on earth?
Qual é o lugar mais rico da Terra?
It's the cemetery.
É o cemitério.
And why is the cemetery the wealthiest spot on earth?
E por que é o cemitério o lugar mais rico da Terra?
Because buried in the cemetery
Porque enterrado ali no cemitério
are books that were never written.
estão livros que nunca foram escritos.
In the cemetery
No cemitério
are buried
estão enterrados
music that was never played,
músicas que nunca foram tocadas,
paintings that were never painted.
pinturas que nunca foram feitas, estão nos cemitérios.
The graveyard is filled
O cemitério está cheio
with businesses that never opened,
com negócios que nunca foram abertos,
magazines that were never published,
revistas que nunca foram publicadas,
ideas that never became reality,
ideias que nunca se tornaram
visions that
realidade,
never became a reality.
visões que nunca se tornaram
Are in the
realidade,
cemetery.
estão no cemitério.
What a wealthy place.
Que cemitério é um lugar rico,
because buried in the graveyard
porque enterrado no cemitério
great men
estão grandes homens
died as alcoholics,
que morreram como alcoólatras,
awesome women
mulheres impressionantes
died as
que
prostitutes.
morreram como prostitutas, viciadas em drogas. Oh, que lugar rico!
Why?
Por quê?
Because people took their treasure to the cemetery.
Porque as pessoas levaram os tesouros para o cemitério.
I am afraid
Eu tenho medo
that sitting in your chair right now
de que sentada na sua cadeira agora mesmo
is a person,
está uma pessoa
is a candidate
que é um candidato
to add to the wealth of the cemetery.
para acrescentar a riqueza do cemitério.
Many of you in this room
Muitos de vocês aqui neste lugar
are carrying books
estão carregando livros
that you've not written,
que você não escreveu,
music
música
that you've not written,
que você não escreveu,
businesses that
negócios
you've not opened,
que vocês não abriram,
magazines that
revistas
you've not
que
published,
vocês não publicaram,
schools,
escolas
that you've not opened.
que vocês não
You're
abriram,
sitting
e
here
você está
with
sentado
that treasure.
com esse tesouro.
Every day that
E
passes,
cada dia que se passa,
you are getting closer
você está chegando mais
to
perto
the cemetery.
do cemitério.
You didn't come to this planet
Você não veio a esse
just to
planeta
receive,
apenas para receber,
and to give.
mas você veio aqui para dar.
God sent you here
Deus te enviou
with an
aqui
assignment
com uma missão
to fulfill.
para cumprir.
Don't rob us.
Não nos roube.
Don't let the cemetery
Não deixe o cemitério
get your treasure.
pegar o teu tesouro.
Die empty.
Morra vazio.
smartandrelentless.com.
Now, how many of you, raise your hand, how many of you have a dream or have an idea that you have right now, but honestly you're a little timid, you're a little afraid to step out on there, even at the age you're at, because you can go YouTube all over YouTube and find kids who are 5, 7, 8, 15, who already have businesses, who already have books, who are preaching in pulpits. But who in here can be honest and say, I've had some ideas, but I'm a little scared to go for it? Here's the thing. I hope that hits you. Here's what I understand about public speaking. I understand that I'm sent here for somebody who's going to get what I'm saying today, and they're going to leave here and be awakened. It may be a parent who thought, I'm just here for my child. Yeah, you're here for your child, but God's got something for you too. There may be somebody here who is a student who has said, man, I can't ever do that. That's too big for me. Now, it may be 25% of you all who get what I'm saying today, and you're going to step on that platform. But there may be 75% of you who don't. But I'm praying that everybody here realizes there's potential in you. Don't send that potential to the graveyard. That ain't just for students, that's for everybody. Don't send your potential to the graveyard. Somebody name some things that keeps people from walking in their potential. Fear. Finances. Shout them out. Ooh, opinions of others. Haters. What was that? Procrastination. Judgment. What was that? Self-confidence. Guys, one thing about fear, somebody said, right, there's the fear of the unknown. But how many of you all know, so there's fear that is called success. Some of us are afraid of success. Because can I handle it? Will I fall if I get to the top? But then the last one is failure. There's 2 quotes I'm going to read right now. One is, failure should be our teacher, not our undertaker. Failure is delay, not defeat. It is a temporary detour, not a dead end. Failure is something we can avoid only by saying nothing, doing nothing, and being nothing. You got to get that. See, you might fail. The only way you can is if you don't do anything. You just sit at home and do nothing. But that's okay, because when I understand that failure is just a tutor, it's just a delay, it's not the last thing. That means I'm going to keep going. So what I'm saying today is, you guys are going to take calculated risk. There's going to be some risk, but you're going to take faith and take that calculated risk. Here's this next quote, and I love it. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. I need you to get that. See, everybody shout opportunity. See, that's what that means. Because it doesn't matter how many times I think I failed, that just tells me that I'm one step closer to success. Yeah, see, I haven't ever failed. That just means that's one way not to do it, and I'm about to get to the way that's going to work. So, when I say this, say it again, what that means is you're going to always repeat the title, My Platform is Awaiting Me. So say it again. I don't think I believe that. Say it again. Now I believe some people believe that. So now we're at platform. What is a platform? It's a surface that's raised above the level of the adjacent area or the floor where a speaker stands. It also can be a platform for people who maybe have some kind of a public appeal. But what I want you to get when I'm talking about your platform is it's a place, it's a level where you're higher. Where you basically said, I'm stepping up to my success. And guess what? The important part about your platform is there's people that are waiting for you. When you step on your platform, you're about to mark somebody, you're about to mark a place, you're about to mark a thing, you're about to put your mark on something when you step into your platform. So that means when you actually finally walk into that purpose, somebody else, you're going to leave a mark on somebody else. You scholars, when you finally get that you are more powerful than you even know, you're about to leave your mark at a place you go. Somebody's going to know that brother was here because he just left my company. So, in preparation, first thing it takes is accountability. Who in here has an accountability partner? Ooh, not everybody has an accountability partner. Here's the thing, guys. We can't do it alone. We're not put here on earth for us to do it all by ourselves. We need people to help us. It's just like in weights. When I'm lifting, I need somebody to spot me. Because I might be trying to go for 250, and I need you to help me if I don't get it on that fourth one. We need a team around us. Guys, the people you put around you is going to determine how far you go and where you get to. The next thing you got to understand is preparation takes time and sacrifice. The question you got to ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to sacrifice? As you're going for grades, as you're going to maybe get that club started, as you're going to write that book, start that business, guys, you got to reprioritize your schedule. What is it that you're going to do to get to that platform? And then perseverance. How many people know there's always a bump or a test in the road to your victory? The next one is responsible routine. Everybody say responsible routine. Guys, in college, I learned this quick and in a hurry. Man, especially being an athlete, girls, they be trying to flock to you. They don't even care if you really start. You a player. You in college. But I say that to say it doesn't matter if you're an athlete. It doesn't matter if you dance, whatever you do. The key is, guys, there's temptations out here. People are going to try to get you to run with their crew. People are going to try to get you to do all kinds of things to get you off your game. You have got to stay focused. Responsible means this: to be trustworthy or able to choose for oneself between right and wrong, and a routine is a regular course or procedure, a habit. So here's what you got to ask yourself today, is what I'm choosing on a regular basis, right or wrong? Now that leads to the next part, which is character. My pastor Malone, at Dr. Walter Malone Jr. at Canyon Christian Church, he says this statement to us all the time. If you got a pen and paper, I'm going to let you write this one down. Your character will take you where your gifts can't keep you. Your character will take you where your gifts can't keep you. Come on, we can start with Michael Vick. Real talented quarterback. But because he didn't have a responsible routine, he thought, hey, I'm dogfighting, and now I got more money, I'm just going to make these dogfights bigger. Well, he bigged himself right out of millions of dollars. The key is, what are you doing that may be putting you in jeopardy of your dream and your goal? Then the last one is, with control comes more responsibility. Everyone wants to have control, but with control comes accountability. Do you feel in control of the steps you are taking? Do you feel that you are making responsible choices? For me, I've had friends, I've had coaches, I've had all kind of mentors, and that's what's gotten me to this place today. I didn't do this by myself. And so you got to make sure that you do the same. What I want you guys to do real quick before we go to the next slide, I want you to pause and think of someone who can help you get to where you need to get to. And that's victory, guys. And this is my favorite chapter. This is chapter 8. Raise your hand if you like victory. I hope ain't nobody here that likes to lose. Victory. Define victory for yourself. Guys, if I can't tell you anything else, this is so vital. Don't define victory because your mom and daddy are trying to live their life for you. That's not victory. Don't define victory because it's what looks good on TV. Victory is not even about wins and losses. I learned that in football. Because there's teams we were supposed to be about 20 and we got beat by 15. You've got to define victory for yourself. This is on chapter 8. I believe that whatever you do in life, the goal should be to win. Winning is not always measured by wins and losses, but can be measured by personal goals and effect. Let me explain. In order to win, there's always something you have to do or an action you have to take. And whatever you act, and whenever you act, and for me, this means action changes things, something must follow, whether good or bad. Action is something changed by the exertion of power, not ours, but the Holy Spirit in us. Let me say right here, do not let the fear of something bad happening keep you from trying, because trying is a win-win situation. If I try and do well, I win. If I do poorly, it's an opportunity for me to learn, grow, work harder, and get better. Maybe I thought I was great in a particular area, but after being tested, I got the weakness. Now I can practice and make it a strength. You have to understand this before you go any further. Winning is important, but the losses are what make you appreciate what it takes to win. Come on, anybody ever had to fight for something? You know, some people been given some stuff. Some people just got it. But anybody ever fought for something? When you fought for it, didn't it mean more because you had to fight for that thing? Once you have won, it is a feeling you want to have all the time. So when you lose, it makes you want to work that much harder so that you can get back in the winner's circle. There is something on the inside that won't let you give up and quit because it is trusted the success of winning. When you want to give up, call it quits, or make excuses, a memory of winning appears and pushes you to practice more. Dig deep from within and continue to persevere. If you think of a time, even if it is just one time, remember how it felt and use it to fuel you every day. Do this, and I know you will start to see more wins than losses. This is the size I was when I started playing football in 5th grade. If you'll stand up for me. Man, that makes me scared already. This is about the size of the other 5th graders who was hitting me with pads. Now, what I used to do when I played football starting off, I was fast. You get me around that edge, ain't none of y'all catching me. I'm gone. Here's the problem though. The field east and west was only like 53 yards. And this way I had a hut. So the problem was I could only go so far this way till I did what? Run out of bounds. Well, can't you score run out of bounds? No. Eventually, we got the ball down to like the 3-yard line. And I scored. Now that may sound small to you all. But the first time I scored, and I remember to this day, the first time I scored that touchdown, it awakened something in me for football. Teammates are hitting me, I look at heads, you got helmet. Teammates are hitting me on my head saying, good job. The cheerleaders are cheering. Coaches are smacking me on your butt. The crowd's going wild. Cheerleaders going wild. And here's what I thought about. Man, if it feels that good to score a touchdown, I don't care how big this giant is in front of me. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get back into that end zone. You guys can sit down. Thank you. And what I want you all to understand, when you get that victory, do whatever it got. See, when I got that victory, I started getting in the weight room more. I started studying plays more. I started getting foot drills so that I could juke people out better. See, I started working on some stuff. I started motivating the potential in me because I tasted success one time and I said, man, I got to educate myself more about this game. I got the motivation. Now I got to activate that thing. And when I did, I realized And so you're still on the sidelines. I'm trying to tell you today, get up off the sidelines and let's get in the game. And what I love about this word through, if you look it up in the dictionary, it means from beginning to end. It means completion. So guess what? No matter what you're going to have to go through, can everybody say, repeat after me, I came in one way, but I'm going out better. Come on, I came in one way, but I'm going out better. And then guys, touchdown. Don't get complacent. Start planning for the next one. So many times, whether you're a business owner or things, we get a victory and we get satisfied in the victory. But there's so much more that God wants to do in and through you. So don't get satisfied. This last quote, opportunities are usually disguised as hard work, so most people don't recognize them. See, we just want somebody to give it to us. I started this business. I didn't get to go ask somebody just for a whole lot of money. I just put my own money into it. When I wrote this book, it cost me a little penny. And see, it's not just writing the book. You then got to buy some books and then go sell the book to try to make some money. But one thing I did, I didn't price my book a whole lot. Because see, I wanted to be more of a blessing than I did for it to just make a whole lot of money. And so the key is, I only priced my book, I could have priced it at $15, $20. But what I do is I priced it 1 for $12 and then 2 for $20. Because see, I know if I can get this book in people's hands, the blessing is more in the book than it is in me making all the money. Because if I can get you to understand the new complete you, life between the lines, the fact that you're complete and there's something new God can do in you every day, then I already know you're going to be great. You're going to get on that platform. Everybody repeat after me. I'm blessed to be a blessing. Guys, if you remember these two things, you're going to go far. Why do I want to be successful? And what will I do when I become victorious? Why do I want to be successful? And what will I do when I become victorious? Will it be just for me? Or will the platform be to help others? Guys, say it again. My platform is awaiting me. Guys, your platform is not just for you. What they're doing here, yes, you're going to reap benefits of it, but your platform is to do the Martin Luther Kings and to be all of what they're trying to get you guys to be. They're not educating you just to educate you. There is a big goal for each of you. In here, somebody's going to be a president. In here, somebody's going to be a senator. In here, somebody's going to be a banker. In here, somebody's going to be a teacher. Somebody's going to be a professor. Somebody's going to write multiple books. Somebody's going to have a Grammy Award. That's what's in here. But the key is don't let that potential die in the graveyard.
Dale Carnegie said, most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Arise, champion. Now perseverance transforms average, everyday people into world champions. So the key to victory, the key to success is never giving up. And in order for you to do that, rise, champion, you will need a strong why to prevail, a strong reason to keep going. You see, the more difficult your obstacles are to overcome, the more you must keep your reasons for succeeding in front of you. This is what he said. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but a lack of will. Success is not about how you look on the outside. Rise, champion. You might look like a Lamborghini, mean and clean, that's where you go. But see, I'm interested in what's under the hood, because that's what really matters. When life hits you with that brick, and you get knocked down on that mat, and I'm talking to the little Ralphies in the world who've been knocked down once and twice, and everybody out there is calling you a failure. Everybody out there saying it's over. What are you gonna do? Rise, champion. I don't even think they should be able to call you a champion until you've been beaten. Because even losers keep going when they're winning. But when you get given that brick and you own that man on your back, rise, champion. You can separate the cream from the rock. Only when you're down 25 points on the biggest stage, like Tom Brady, and you come back and we call you the greatest of all time. Abraham Lincoln said, adjustments, not excuses. Get up! The ground, the mat, being on your back is no place for a champ. Get up! And you at that crossroads. The decisions you make now will ultimately define your legacy. I'm speaking to the Tiger Woods of the world. Each loss, each setback, each heartbreaking disappointment will try to disguise itself as failure, but it's all a lie. And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not give up. Many times on the road to success, you're gonna feel crushed, exhausted, and alone. See, life is not like Little League or Rise Champ. They don't give away participation trophies. There's the champions and everybody else. It's one or the other. How do you want to be remembered? Each time life knocks you down, Rise Champ, you must bounce back with an even greater hunger to succeed. The ones that have the hardest time doing this are the ones that have to meet by. And you can only go as far in life as your ride will carry you. Champions have self-awareness. They know why they want what they want, and that why carries them to the promised land. The why is the birthplace of all champions. She is the mother to all legends and all the greats in every field. The more deeply you are connected to the thing you're trying to accomplish, the more likely you are to achieve it. Natural talent and ability, that's all good, but it won't carry you through. So you gotta find a why that makes you invincible, that you can run through walls with. Get up! Nietzsche said, he who has a why to live for can bear almost any high. And I'm not ignoring what you're going through. Get up! And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that it's gonna be easy, because it's not. It's gonna be a struggle. You're gonna have to fight and claw and scream your way about this thing. But you can do it if you want to do it. Now, are you a pretender or are you a champion? You can't have a testimony without first having a test. The whole world is watching you right now. Get up to see how you respond. Show what you're made of. Get up. Give up.
Here's the last thing I need to do. Because see, that already excited me. When I do stuff like this, it speaks to me. So I'm already working on the next thing. My website's being redone as we are speaking now. I'm already working on some other things. I'm already sending some stuff to some other people. But what I need to know are people in this room, if you get what I've spoken about today, that my platform is awaiting you, then I need you to arise. I mean, if that don't arise for me, if you are like, I hear that, like there's something, I'm about to leave here and go do something great. Like I can see it. I'm not waiting. I see. Now I might not know how to get there, but I see greatness ahead of me. That thing that I thought was dead in me, it ain't dead. I'm going to get it. If that's you, arise. Now, don't arise for me. Only arise if you like, yeah, I feel that, brother. I'm going to get my thing. Well, whatever that victory is, I'm going to get it. You got a book in you, I'm going to do it. I got a song in you, I'm going to do it. You got an album in you, I'm going to do it. You know what? Forget college, I'm going to get that doctorate. Forget, you know what? I'm about to own a business. From business, I'm about to have an Inc. I'm about to have an incorporation. I'm about to have branches of stuff just flowing out of me. If that's you, arise. And as you arise, what I want you to do, we're going to end it just how we started it. My platform is awaiting me. My platform is awaiting me. And I'm going to end with this quote. He said it in there, Nietzsche. Guys, this is now one of my new favorite quotes. I had never heard it until I watched this. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Like, I need you to get that deep in your spirit. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. See, you're not going to keep asking, well, how's it going to happen? How's that? What about that? See, the fact that I have a why, that's the purpose. I don't care what comes in front of me, I'm getting it. Right? Young people, what we say, I'm getting mine. Right? Go get yours, I'm getting mine. But guess what? While you get yours, there's all these people around here who's going to help you get yours. Be great. God bless.